Hello gamers and welcome to my channel. Today we're going to be playing some experimental update 1.0 for Timberborn. This is the newest patch, and this is sort of a release announcement for the full game. We've been in what is it? Early access? Yeah, that's the word, for a long time now. We are going to play on Iron Teeth. I'm an Iron Teeth main, and I'm going to try Oasis. I've actually already tried Oasis before. We'll play on hard. What else would I play on? And I've played this map a little bit, and I recorded, but I had my recording settings messed up, and the quality of the video was really bad, so we're going to try again. And I named my first settlement Wonderwall, and we're going to call this Wonderwall 2. Alright, here we are. So we can take a little look at the map. Some of the new features. We got geothermal fields here, which are very nice. We're going to tap into those as soon as we can. Got some nice wood and berries, and you'll notice that the only water starting on this map comes from this water seep right here. This will produce water up to 0.8 of a tile, which in a drought will like in a longer drought, which it won't take us very long to get there on hard. We'll be at longer droughts before cycle 10, potentially, and this could all dry up. So I do have kind of a plan that I've been thinking about on how to deal with that for the future, and that plan involves lifting this up with some levees. So we're going to leave a little bit of space around here and lay out some paths, try to be a little bit organized about this, because I am not the most organized person in the world, but we will try. I'm actually going to have them get rid of these berries right here. I know it's probably ill-advised to do that, but I'm just going to try to have things be a little bit neat here. So we'll get a gatherer flag in, we'll get some lumberjacks working. I'm going to put 2 over here to start and 2 over here. We can just put those guys right there. We'll crank up these workers, we'll reduce the priority of that workplace. I like to do it that way because I would rather just go around and pause some jobs that I don't need rather than have jobs unfilled. And that way I can just be a little bit more intentional about who's working in the district center here. Lastly, we're going to need a few water pumps. We'll put these in right here. We'll just start with 1 right now, and we'll throw down a farmhouse to get us started here. Maybe right there. Yeah, that seems good. And we'll get this going. We're gonna need to plant some crops. We'll start with kohlrabi, and maybe about, I don't know, about that much to start. We'll leave space for another farmhouse when we need one, and we'll get going. I'm also gonna lay out a path here. It's gonna go up there, up to this geothermal vent pretty soon. And we will also start putting some inventors up here. I like to get those going as soon as I can. We'll start with 1, sure, right there. Right there seems good. And yeah, we got these guys going. They did say they increased the speed. It's these demolish, so we're wasting a little bit of time getting that done. Time is pretty precious at the moment, but I just really want to have this nice and laid out properly. Those guys are gathering. This should be built as soon as we can. It will be because we placed it, first, but we'll just make sure that the beavers are focused there. And now we can get our nice straight path in here. Wonderful. Alright. So priority number 1 is harnessing some geothermal power. So on my first playthrough of this, I rushed getting this ancient drill going, And I think that was a mistake. The problem with these is that they need constant. It's not just like you drill a well and then the water flows. They need constant 200. Well, they need constant. I mean, there's probably a scale on how much this produces and water. Anyway, you need to power it to get the water flowing. And I assume 200 horsepower gives it the max flow, and as you get less power allocated to this, you get less output from it. I'm not sure about that. I just kind of assume that's the way that they have programmed it. But regardless, we can't really. It's not the problem. We can spare the horsepower because we're gonna get these going pretty quick. The issue is that once you drill this, whether or not it's powered, once you get a bad tide, it's constantly spewing bad water. And I want to put my trees back here, and I want to keep them protected when this bad water starts. So basically, you need to spend the power to start the production of water. You need to spend power to keep water flowing during temperate seasons. But in bad tides, even if you turn this off and don't provide power to it, bad water will still gush out of it. So that, I don't know if, maybe they'll patch that, maybe they'll change it. I don't really love that as a mechanic. I feel like, it should be one or the other. If we want bad water out of this, we should need to power it. Versus if we just want the fresh water out of it. I don't know. I just think it's weird. I think it's like there's a little bit of. I'm not explaining myself well, but I feel like it's kind of a sort of double standard there, where it's like, well, you need to spend energy to get water, but the bad water comes whether or not you spend the energy. I don't know. Maybe that's just how they want it. The developers. Maybe it's an oversight. Maybe it'll get patched, but I just don't love that as a mechanic at the moment. Anyway, enough of yapping. Let's get these going, and we'll do water. And now we've got this nice copy and duplicate. I'll just copy the water settings over here, and we'll get a little path. Is that where I want it? I kind of want to future plan this a little bit. And yeah, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. Man, I'm used to getting the farmhouse done on day one, so I think, demolishing those berries set us back a little bit here. But we'll get this done pretty soon. And they are working on the logs for that, and it's up. We're planting kohlrabi. Is that going to be enough? Maybe I'll just plant a little bit more. And we could even maybe I go straight for some cassavas, because we're going to be able to, I want to be able to get up here pretty soon. That's fine, we can just demolish them. We'll go for a little bit of cassavas early on, just because we're going to try to get this up as soon as we can. And getting that up is going to give us plenty of power to use a fermenter. So we only have one guy working right now. Well, soon we'll be able to pause this and get a little bit more labor in. And we'll extend this path. And I think I actually want to grab another inventor right here. Do I want to do that? Or maybe I spend the logs on a little bit of storage. Yeah, let's just get a small warehouse for the berries going. A little bit of save lag there. Berries, very good, and some kohlrabi storage would also be advised. Maybe stick one of these. Where do I put this? I think I like it here for now. I don't know. I say I want to be organized, and then it all becomes a mess anyway. You don't need to be working at the moment. You guys don't need to work on that. Let's get some more inventors going. We got 4 builders. That's very nice. This will be kohlrabi right there. Great. And I like to rush a forester. I'd like to place the forester kind of somewhere in this area. We'll see, but I don't really want to demolish anything. What do you got? I don't know. We'll see how that all goes. No, that's not quite where I want the path. Let's demolish that. I'm gonna want the path, yeah, right here. Something like that. Okay. So we got a couple inventors going. It is 30 science for a forester. Am I gonna rush straight for that? Probably, and I think I even want to grab another inventor. I like to go pretty heavy on the science early on, because I mean, I don't really have any huge building projects, which is probably a mistake. So let's get down a lumber mill here, but I don't actually want anybody working in it quite yet. I just want it to get built up. And let's throw down this large power wheel. Do we want it there? I think I want to put it like weirdly in a different place, because I might want to get like gears going. It's probably not the right place to put it, but it's fine. It's fine. So we'll get that going. Oh, I didn't want you guys working in there yet. 3 builders. Man, do I go for even another inventor? I think... Oh, we need food. We need food. Oh, and we need farmers. I am blowing it. I shouldn't be playing on such a fast speed. 6-day drought. I think we're fine continuing to pump here. Let's get both of these guys going. Try to get our food problems sorted out here. We're kind of using up all our... we got 56 logs. We're doing well on logs. These guys, let's pause you for a moment. Get some builders. Get the science churning. Keep the science churning. And this is going to go up there eventually. I just like to kind of put my paths in when I can, so that if another tree spawns, it will not kind of restrict me from placing what I want to place. But I might need to just pop the... Even though I want the forester over here ultimately, I might just need to like pop him down somewhere once we get some planks going. Because getting the forester earlier rather than later seems like a good idea. It'd be nice if I could have him place him where I want him straight away. But I think we'll just place a temporary forester to just get it going. And that still needs logs. We got builders, we got food coming in, which is great. We've got water. Yeah, so just keep it going. Let's see how long this takes to... It's almost done, and then we'll get some planks going and try to slap down this forester. Okay, so we don't need that many guys here. We only need one of you here. Let's get our forester. Get our forester going right here for now. Yeah, I think I'm gonna put him like... I'd like to put him like right there. Could that be done? Yeah, I think it could. Maybe like right here. So I'm just gonna like block that off with some paths, so I know that that's where I want to move him in the future. And we're getting this going. Okay, I'm just gonna slow it down a little bit while I figure out what my next move is. We've only got one builder. That's okay, because I only have this building to worry about at the moment. And I think I'm just gonna go straight for pine. Maybe I'll plant a little bit of oak, but we'll just go straight for pine for now. And kind of get this all going. There's a little overhang right here where I can't plant. Yeah, so ultimately I'm going to want something kind of like that. I don't think he can plant over here yet. So maybe I should not do that, because I think once you have the tile marked for planting, a new tree can't just like spawn there. And it'd be nice if these kind of spawn some trees for us. We would like that. Okay, we're getting this path a little bit more filled in. Slowly but surely. And, you know, I could demolish these, but I don't think I want to spend, you know, I don't think I want to be that wasteful with my wood right now. Okay, we got our forester. That means I probably don't have anybody working in there, which is fine. Let's go ahead and unlock the geothermal engine. Oh, don't quite have enough for that. We'll do that tomorrow. That's 50 logs. I could think about getting a log pile. Let's go ahead and get some piles going here. Maybe like that for now. We'll do planks here, logs here. I'll just keep our lumberjacks occupied. I want you to build this one first. And I don't want to shut off this actually, because we're going to need, you know, well, not that. We're going to need a good amount. We're going to need 30 logs for that. So let's crank up the speed again. We'll be looking out for this 160 science for us to begin thinking about place and see, yeah, this is what I need a log storage, because this guy isn't working. So let's get you off of that so that you start doing your thing. And maybe I'll put some oaks back here. I'm fine with him focusing on planting the pine right now though. So I'll do that later. I'd like some more of this to get cut. Can I get one of you? Those are all full. Okay. So we got the one builder. Did one of our guys die? What happened? Where did we lose? I thought we might have lost a worker somewhere. You can be done. You don't need to be gathering berries. Oh, what I need to get going is some breeding pods right away. This should have happened a little sooner. Where do I want to put these? Maybe just over here by the berries. Let's throw 2 of these down. That might be a mistake, but I think we're gonna be good with 2 of those, and let's get those going right away. Maybe this should be going right away, because we're gonna bottleneck our plank production here. Yeah, let's get that going actually. Got two workers now. That's great. We're still a little light on food. We might need to get another farmhouse here pretty quick. But I'd love to get the cassavas. Maybe the cassavas are gonna go. I don't know exactly how this is all gonna look. And we got, you know, I feel like the early science is just so valuable. So I like to keep that kind of cranking away as much as I can. And we've got some more paths we can fill in. Be nice to get these guys going. So let's do that. How are we doing on workers though? We still got one worker. Yeah, you can, okay, you're good, because we don't have anything we're building, so that's just fine. And now it's like, man, well, what I can do is I can actually put my forester where I want it, because we've got, you know, it's not connected yet, but, I mean, we could connect it. like pretty easily. But these will be out of here like soon enough. And this guy's doing work. Put this path in here. And let's give him some more to do. You can get some oaks going back here. Maybe just all the way down like that. Get a good forest of oaks going. Okay, these are stocked. Very good. We got you chopping from this side. Get this path in. And we'll probably end up moving these lumberjacks around as well. How are we doing? We got one guy working. Very nice. These are going, and we are very close to being able to afford this. So let's just go ahead and put it down there. We have just about enough planks, so this is going to be nice. It's going to free up some labor. It's going to free up some logs, and then I think getting a fermenter down is going to be good. These guys are pretty focused on the kohlrabis, so I may need to put another farmhouse down as well. Let's get ahead of that and put that down, and we'll have you on just one worker, but prioritize harvesting. Okay, so we've got enough planks for this. I think we can go ahead and pause this right now. Or do I just have them... I'll just have them keep going. We're gonna need to pause it pretty soon, though. Let's just pause you. And nice. Now we've got our path mostly filled in. Just this one, which will be chopped down shortly. And you have broken teeth. Of course you do. So let's get you a grindstone in here as soon as possible. Let's throw that right here for the future. Yeah. Well, you can't get to it, so I can't put it there. Do I just put a little temporary path in? Fine. Be all stubborn about it. Okay. So let's get that prioritized. We want to make sure our beavers are able to actually chop wood. We've got a couple builders now. Come on, let's get this built. Actually, this should be top priority. Man, maybe this should be top priority. Feels like things are not getting done as quickly as I want them to. Okay, top priority, second priority. And how long till you are done? Soon, very soon. Okay, we got another drought coming. We probably need another water. There's just so much we need. We just need more beavers, man. Let's get another water tank in. It's in storage, right? I could just duplicate it. Should have done. That was a little silly, but you know. Let's get that in. We're probably going to have to pause some scientists in a bit. That's alright. Oh, okay, we've got this. So you can go away for now. Maybe I should have just paused it. Okay, so we're producing planks. We need to produce... I want to produce some cassavas. So let's throw... Do I want it there? Do I want it... Yeah, go on. That's fine. That's fine. So let's do this. We're gonna do fermented cassavas. Let's give you a storage for the regular cassavas. Oh no, that's fermented. They're up here. There they are. Okay, regular cassavas get fermented. How much can that hold? I don't remember. Why aren't you doing anything? Man, I just need more beavers. Maybe I should just pause the science for a moment. Pause the science for a moment. One of the scientists for a moment. And now we can get our path in. That's great. And I kind of want to get another lumberjack over here to clear this path. Ah, no wonder it's taking so... Okay, so we can get rid of that. Can you... You can't plant all of this. Oof, that is unfortunate. Alright, well... That's fine. We'll just take these back. And... I don't know. Maybe this was not the right place to put him. I don't know. Maybe we put 2 around here in the future. I don't like to have 2 foresters for a while, though. We're not going to worry about it. This is fine. That'll be a good amount of oak for the near future. But you can actually plant more pine. Maybe I'll put some oak like over here or something. How are we doing on this fermenter? It's coming. We only got 1 worker right now. We are... man, we just also need another water pump in. Okay, let's get another one of those. We need also storage for cassavas. Let's put the medium warehouse in, like, right... somewhere. Here? No. No, it's too bad. I want to know how many cassavas this can hold, because we might not even need to put a warehouse in for them. Just a 5-day drought, so we're fine just keeping pumping this. The last one was longer. We would just love some beavers. Oh, we had somebody die. That's why I'm really feeling the labor shortage right now. And we can keep on with our path here. Oh, just 1 more tree. 1 more tree and the path is complete. And let me start thinking about kind of the next steps here. So like I said, I don't want to rush this. What I'd rather rush, I do want to get to it, but I'd rather get a solution for the bad tide before that. And this is actually going to output bad water, so I need to think about how I deal with this for a bad tide. So let me just, we can keep it going. We have no workers. Okay, so let's get 1 worker in to just build the stuff we've got queued up. And, oh, you know what? This path right here makes a lot of sense. Once we get, let's just go ahead and grab stairs. We're going to need those pretty soon anyway. Let's get some stairs in. You know, I got plenty of science, which is great, because we're going to need to be spending some soon. And I think we'll go ahead and unlock platforms, because I want to get up here, start getting some metal going as soon as I can. So let's put this in, and great. Now we got our path complete. Wonderful. And I think maybe I should move the lumberjacks over here, but I think they're also just like fine for now. And do I want to plant more trees in here? I feel like it's probably a good idea to do so. At the very least, let's get some more oaks in. Kind of, yeah, let's just get some oaks in like this. We can go all the way down to here. That's great. So just get like a good smattering of oaks in there around the edges, just for some extra wood income later. Okay. How are we doing? We don't have any workers. Okay, let's pause you. don't need that right now. We've got enough planks for the immediate future. But what we need to get, I shouldn't have put this here because I'm actually going to demolish that because I'm going to need to put, I want to put a gear workshop here. It's kind of the next item on the agenda. So let's do that because I want to get some sluices going soon. So let's get some storage in would be great. I'm going to put some storage here for gears, and then maybe a couple storages here for like those cassavas I wanted to get in. And how are you doing? This can hold 60, so that's enough to feed our population for a couple of days. So I feel like I don't need to store the other cassavas quite yet. No workers again. I don't think we need 2 water pumpers at the moment. How are we doing on everything? We're low on berries. We do need a berry gatherer, and I think we just pause the science for a bit, just so we still have a worker here. We could think about pausing the lumberjack in a bit, or the forester, rather, and perhaps one of the lumberjacks, because you are not going to have, you don't have anything to do, so yeah, we'll definitely pause that. And yeah, okay. So how much, we're going to need more science though, because we need science, we need a lot of science. Man, getting these in a little bit late was not good. Okay, so we're on cycle 3 already. Let's see, what am I going to need in terms of science for... Well, we're definitely going to need the levy. We don't even have a science for that, which is... Okay, well, we have people. So let's go ahead and get at least 1 inventor cooking. And we can plant a little more oak here. Gonna want to leave some space for some lumberjacks though. There's a spot, there's a spot. Let's leave those 2 spots. And then we'll just have to move the grindstone once we do this. I'm probably, you know, future planning a little bit too much at the moment. But you know what? Let's go ahead and get these lumberjacks moved. Let's put 1 here and 1 here. We'll go ahead and pause that. Get rid of you and you and you. Okay, right on. That spot, there could be a tree, there could be a few more oak trees in here. Put 1 there, 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 and there. And here. Yeah. That, we'll just wait for them to get all the lumber out of there. Okay. Great. How's everything going? Let's just slow this down a tick here. We've got no workers. You are just sitting around now, so we've got a bit of cassava. We don't have hardly any cassavas. Okay. It's time to get some more. Let's throw in some more crops. I want to do some more crops over here, but I want to leave a little bit of room. Let's store a medium warehouse for the fermented cassavas right here, because I want them to like bring them to there to get them fermented, and then probably have housing like up here or back here or something. It's nice to keep all the housing and the food close. But let's put in some more cassavas over here. Yeah. And I need science, dude. Okay, let's take just like a mental inventory. We can pause you. That'll get us another worker. We've gotta get some more water stored too. Do we have gears yet? Not yet. Probably because we ran out of planks. We did run out of planks. So one worker in there, we got one builder. That's okay. Do I just... Man, because you're not really doing anything right now. This can go now. Probably don't need 2 lumberjacks. Let's pause one of these and get another inventor in. Still one builder. This guy is not doing anything, but we don't have enough cassavas anyway. So that's okay. And maybe we'll plant even more. Yeah, get those in. Okay, I've got a lot of space for planting here too. Alright, so now the issue is we're getting to be able to have bad tides. I think they can start to happen after cycle 3. And I really need to get this dealt with in here. And I think I was going to try to go for a sluice right away, but I think because we're pretty far from being able to get everything we need for that, we're just going to try to rush for a floodgate. And in that case, let's pause the gear workshop. How many workers? Just one worker, or one builder. Yeah, that's tough. We just need some more beavers. And yeah, I don't have any housing for them yet, I know. Just kind of need them to be focusing on other things at the moment. We'll try and get them some housing for them as soon as we can. Which is not gonna be that soon. Let's get rid of these, because I want to go up here, I think, for my housing. And then back here might be some more industry, because we've got the power source. And we'll just have to, like, get rid of some cassavas to get up there, because we can't get up there here yet. So maybe we'll just, like, get rid of this line of cassavas to go up there. We've got plenty of power for the moment. And we can speed this up again. How are we doing? I'd love to get this kind of figured out as soon as possible. But, yeah, you know, there are many things to do and think about right now. Like tree cutting. Okay. Maybe I need another builder. No, I need the science, because this floodgate costs 150, which is a good amount of science. I should have had them working longer. That is why I'm feeling short. Before they have any well-being stuff to do, when the colony's still small, I like to get this up a little higher, get some more work out of these guys. Because, yeah, we're just kind of struggling for work right now. Let's get rid of that. We don't need you. We've got a few cassavas, not a whole lot. But they are coming in, so maybe... I think we just need the workers right now. We're kind of okay on food. Just really want to get... Maybe I need another person. Maybe I need another inventor, actually. Just really want to get that... Really want to get that science. We're halfway there, and we hopefully, if we get another drought, then we've got plenty of time, if it's a bad tide next cycle, that would be rather unfortunate. But we will deal with it. Drought, okay, alright. No worries then. No worries on the drought. So we're up here. Do I want to get... no, I can't afford... I don't have the science for the metal. Yeah, my other playthrough, I think it's unfortunate that my settings were bad, because I got a lot more done. I guess I just played better, but I had, like, you know, metal going already, and... oh well, oh well. That was also Folktales. I think Folktales get off to a bit of a stronger start than Iron Teeth do. But I just decided to play Iron Teeth because JC the Beard, shout out JC the Beard, he doesn't know me, I don't know why I'm shouting him out. He's playing a series on Oasis for Folktales, and I thought about, you know, choosing a different map, and I loaded up the other maps, but they are just not as interesting as this one. I mean, there's the one with all the pipes, which is pretty interesting too, but we have enough science. But the problem with that is it just looked too... oh, 150, I thought I needed 120. It looked really tough. Like, I don't know, it looked hard. Just, my brain was having a hard time figuring out. I think it's going to be a great map, but I'm still not super familiar with like all the pipe mechanics and how all that works. So I'm just intimidated by that map. Everybody's hungry. We've got food. It's just because I set the working hours longer. Okay, we're really hoping to get this last floodgate in. It doesn't really matter for the drought, but I think that's still the plan. Let's go ahead and unlock it, and we'll slap that in there. We'll reserve this space for our stairs that are going to go up here for housing. How we doing? We got 2 workers. Got some people that grew up, but somebody that died. Let's get the cassavas going again. Got 1 worker, that's fine. This is not a huge priority. The rest of the building. We can also get this built, but I don't think I want anybody working in there yet. And let's try to get up here for some housing, huh? I'm sure the beavers would appreciate that. Alright. Drought started. 6 days. I think we just keep pumping again. We just don't have a lot of water storage, which is something that we could start fixing. I mean, I could spam more of these, or I could also work on getting a medium tank. They are pretty expensive, so I think we'll just get a few more of these small water tanks in for the moment. I forgot to do the duplicate, but we'll just copy, make that much quicker regardless. And this can just be down for the moment, so that we have access to that water. And yeah, everything is moving along. We've got... so our next thing is, let's get some houses. Let's get some houses for these guys. We've got 1 worker. We kind of are getting a little bit low on berries, but as long as these breeding pods are sorted, we're fine. Let's just get our cassavas processed, and then we'll get this guy out of here to work on some other stuff. like maybe some more wood, because these houses are going to be expensive. Is it the right move to do houses right now? I just don't know. Like, they're pricey. 40 logs. It's like nearly all of our logs. And I mean, these are starting to come in, but it's gonna take. Do we just do it? Do we just be nice? Be nice people. Be nice to our beavers. Yeah, let's get them to finish this. We have no planks to get up there anyway, so I need plank production. Still got 2 workers, so that's good. This is really nice because this saves us a worker in, you know, don't have some need to be running on the wheel so much, which is really great. I could get up here for a few more logs. I think that's a smart plan. And just in case we run short, that'd be a good way to, you know, so I'm gonna need a stall for the science to get everything else figured out, because I want to get dynamite, I want to get contamination barriers so that I can keep my trees over here. This is going to be kind of a lot. I kind of need to get this up and running before like cycle 10 so that we have another source of water for those longer droughts. So much to do in the early game. So many of the basics just need doing. And how are we doing? We've got 15 total beavers, and so that means we're gonna need 2 of these barracks. Let's put them 1 out so that I can maybe get some stairs going around here in the future. Or on this side. I was going this side because I realized, that's going to actually be a bit of a problem. But let's get that. Housing will be good. That'll bump their well-being up quite a bit, and that'll help us out with their work speed. Still getting the science cranking. Forester is not doing anything. Man, do I get another lumberjack in? No, I think we just keep on with the 2 builders here. And I think I want to get this. Yeah, this is priority. I think this is a priority 2, just in case we run out of logs for building these houses. Berries we're still okay on. Breeding pods are still churning. Do I put in another breeding pod? It's so, it's so tempting, but like I think our population would get a little bit out of control too fast if I did that. And we don't want that to happen. So hopefully we'll get these built relatively soon. Get some more beavers going. And what's wrong with you? Broken teeth? And we can get another lumberjack up here if we need one. But right now I'm just a little short on people, but we can pause. No, you are still making food. So let's pause you to get a little help with building these. Because we lost another beaver. So yeah. So everything's going here. We got some rubble over there that needs cleaning up. They're not going to get to it until we either prioritize it or finish all the other projects. So I've noticed rubble is at kind of like, if this was 1 priority. This was 2, 3, 0, -1. This is like 0.5 priority, something like that. Clearing rubble seems to be. So we got some water coming in. I think getting these pumps filled up would be smart. Got a good healthy chunk of science. Let's get 1 inventor paused just to get a little bit more work done. And we're kind of bottlenecked by our log supply right now. So I think getting another lumberjack maybe up here, start clearing this area. Maybe I should have just put, I probably should have put housing up here, but that's fine. Can you get everything? Yeah, you can get everything up there. So let's get you prioritized. Cassava guy's still doing his thing. That's good. We got housing for some of our beavers, not all of them, but you know, that's a good start. We're getting some more well-being cranked here. That's great. And yeah. Things are looking pretty good, pretty good. A little bit of a slower start than I wanted, but that's okay. You guys aren't working. I think what I want to do is get bigger storage going. I'd really like to get this. 30 planks and 20 gears is quite expensive. Is that worth doing? Man, I think it is. It's just so much more efficient than these. So let's just do it. I've got the science. I don't really have the labor to produce what I need for that. But let's actually wait for them to finish this, and then we'll pull some people off of construction work. And that's almost done. So we will, okay, great. So that's done. Let's get these guys going. And we'll unlock our medium tank. And let's start with a medium tank just right here, and then we'll clean up these. I just don't want to like delete these and now we don't have storage for the drought and everything. That would be unfortunate. And we're happy now because we have housing, which is great. I think let's get a little bit more well-being going in here. Drop a fire. Drop a fire or two. I think, unless I'm mistaken, I heard one time or read one time that campfires actually help the little beavers grow up faster. I don't know if that's true, but either way, it does help with our well-being score, and it'd be nice to get a little bit higher on the well-being, because I think we get a nice, yeah, we get buffs at 10, come on, 12 for the working speed, so I don't know, I don't think the campfire gives enough for us to get another buff, actually, but that's alright. What could I do? I mean, I could put some decoration around. That costs science. Could like put some shrubs in. Put like a. Could I get up to 10? How are we doing on workers? None. Okay. Let's pause an inventor. Okay, we really are short on labor. Oh, it's because you're injured. We got an injury. Okay, so now we know what we need to get going. We need to get not well-being. Yeah, let's some medical beds in. These are kind of good to have close to the housing as well. Do I just pop one in right here? Close to the food and the water, because that's basically all they do when they're hurt, is just lay around and get food and water. Let's keep it going, but just paused. We need one worker from somewhere. You guys, we don't need two on you right now. These are all full. They're just sitting around. We need berries. So I think that means let's just pause the forester for a moment. Just need some more work. And I could pause that. What are we doing on our materials? We're still working on this. Okay. Let's crank this up again. Let's crank that up. And you are doing good things over here, clearing this area. This was kind of a waste. I just thought I was gonna get metal going earlier, and I kind of have the science for it now. Just we're like so short on work, so short on workers. But I think once we get this in, we get this medium tank in, we get the campfires in, hopefully we can get that all in before the end of the video, and then I think I'm going to be calling it there pretty soon. So thank you guys for joining me. Thank you gamers for joining me. I'll try to be inclusive. So yeah, I played, if you're back here watching me from when I was making a few Timberborn videos a while back, I stopped that series because they had made some pretty significant changes to water evaporation at that time, and it kind of derailed my plans for that video. So that kind of took the wind out of my sails, and then life sort of got in the way, and I haven't gotten back to making videos for quite a while. But I've been playing some more Timberborn again, and you know, the update came out, and I just thought, you know what, let's get back on the horse and start trying to make some videos. So if you're back here from subscribing to me a long time ago and forgetting about it, welcome. I'm pretty pumped on making videos again, so there will inevitably be some changes as this update gets sort of ironed out. This is like a playtest build, and so there's going to be changes, hopefully nothing like game breaking, but I'm going to try to get as far as I can before they introduce any game-breaking, changes. And I look forward to everyone joining me. So it really means a lot to me. If you could hit the like button, subscribe if you want to see more, if you want to continue watching me play. And I think we're going to call that for the video. We've got... No, not quite yet. Let's get this medium water storage up. Let's get that up. That'll be great. That might pump out all of our water here. But I think we're fine with a 5-day, 6-day drought it was. We've got our campfires, got our medium water tank, we got gears rocking, we got fermented cassava, we got planks, we got our geothermal thing. I think in the next video, I'm going to try to get this ready and prepped for hopefully before the next bad tide, or the first bad tide. So thank you again for joining me, and I will see you in the next one.